I'm Paul Dykeman, and the DoView School of Outcomes is going to be running a series of workshops in Wellington, New Zealand from October through to December. There's 6 workshops and they'll be focused on this issue of outcomes, intervention logics, outcomes models, results-based planning, etc., measuring impact. You can't work in the public sector these days without being outcomes focused and results based. The New Zealand Minister of Finance, Bill English, has said good intentions aren't enough. And what he means by that is that we can't just do stuff. Even if we're doing lots of stuff, we've got to be able to prove that that stuff is making outcomes happen. These days in the public sector and the non-profits, you get thrown a whole range of acronyms, whether it's RBA, ILM, BS, SROI, SAP, PIF, BPS, EVP, or 4-year plans, whatever. There's basically a stream of acronyms which are outcomes frameworks which you need to get your head round. What we're teaching in these workshops is the sort of fundamental development of what we call an outcomes model lying behind your work and whatever part of the public sector or in non-profits. And once you've developed that model, and we use a visual model to do that, then you can derive all of this other stuff that gets thrown at you. You're able to derive those other frameworks and systems because you have a clear understanding of your basic outcomes you're trying to achieve in your interventions. The stuff we present it well, people love it. We get 80% people saying the presentation is excellent. We know what we're talking about. We've been doing this for a considerable time. We're experts in the area. We've got 6 workshops coming up starting in October. Just Planning's Not Enough, which is looking at that basic planning methodology I've just mentioned. Then we have the Policy Toolkit, particularly for policy people, a series of 20 tools that policy people can pull out, which are outcomes based, but they can pull out to use in various parts of their policy work. We have one on the 13 rules for building outcomes models, which are these underlying visual models of what it is you're trying to do, these intervention logics, theories of change, etc. We then have a workshop on proving impact, getting your head around how you actually prove impact in a robust way so that people know that what you're doing is making a difference. We have one on measuring non-financial results, which is both for people in the public sector but also the private sector. And then lastly, we've got one on doing evidence-based practice, and we'll be joined by Rob Richards, an Australian guru from Evidentry on evidence-based practice. So I hope you can join us from some of these workshops. You can find out more at DoView.com, school-of-outcomes/courses. So check that out there, and you can register up there, and hopefully we'll see some of you along to the workshops.